Dear students, welcome to Homeopathic Pharmacy Academia. Today we are going to discuss about origin and sources of homeopathic drugs. So today's topic is origin and sources of homeopathic drugs. So in this we are discussing about the sources of homeopathic drugs, from where homeopathic drugs are taken from and how it is prepared. We all know diseases were born with man and drug came into existence since very early period to remove the pain of the diseases and cure them. So diseases are there from the day unknown onwards. So our nature has kept the means of cure of this disease with herself. So drugs used in medicine today are either obtained from nature or are from synthetic origin. So most of the medicines or drugs used in homeopathy are taken from nature itself. So that is why homeopathic drugs are also called as natural medicines. Now let us see what are the sources of homeopathic drug. The sources of homeopathic drugs are from vegetable kingdom, animal kingdom, mineral kingdom, sarcoids, nosos, imponderabilia, totopathic sources, sorts, and isots. So these are the various sources from which the homeopathic drugs are prepared from. Now let us see a glimpses on how these medicines are taken from various sources. Now let us see the introduction to vegetable kingdom. So vegetable kingdom, that is from the plant sources, the herbal medicines. And this is one of the largest source of homeopathic medicines. And in this source, the vegetable source, we are using either whole plant or its various parts like leaves, flowers, or a stem, bark of stem, or a root, bark of root, juices, etc. So these are the various parts which is used in vegetable kingdom. It is used as a natural form without extracting their individual constituents. So one of the difference between conventional medicine, where they are also using medicine taken from vegetable sources, but mostly the extract of individual constituencies like alkaloids or glycosides, saponin, tannin, etc. But in homeopathy and in Ayurveda, they are using in natural form without extracting their individual content. So that is a difference in using the vegetable source in conventional medicine as well as in alternative and complementary medicines, including homeopathy also. Now let us see the animal kingdom. The animal kingdom, we are making medicines from living or dried animals their parts, secretions, and extract. So sometimes the whole living animal is used. It will be triturated, grinded to grow milk, or sometimes dried animals, especially in the lower group, or sometimes their parts are used. Sometimes the secretions or extracts are used. So these are all comes under animal kingdom. It also includes the snake venoms, which is classified under Ophidia or ophiotoxins. So that is also included in animal kingdom. In Ophidia group or ophiotoxins, the snake venoms are used to prepare drugs. And in animal kingdom, another source of preparing medicines are milk and milk product, which is termed under lax. So that is also one of the source of preparing drugs in homeopathy. Now the next source of homeopathic drugs are mineral kingdom. So mineral kingdom also contains a lot of drugs which is taken from elements, compounds, natural minerals or mineral springs, etc. And it also contains the medicine prepared from organic and inorganic acids. So that is one of the source of homeopathic drugs. Next source is very unique to homeopathy, that is sarcoids. So here the word sarcoid means fleshy. The word sarcoid is a Greek word which means fleshy in English. So as you know, sarcoids are the preparations from physiological secretions. Rather, it is a normal secretions and healthy tissues. And it also includes the secretion from endocrine and exocrine glands, even from the hormones. So one thing to remember in sarcoid is it is a normal secretion, normal physiological secretion, or healthy secretions or tissues, or any drug prepared from endocrine or exocrine glands or hormones. The next important unique source of homeopathic drug is nosots. So nosots, as in the case of sarcoid, it is also originate from the word, a Greek word called nosos, which means disease, and sidos means appearance. So unlike sarcoid, nosots are preparations of uh, drugs from diseased tissues and clinical materials like discharges or excretion, diseased excretions or secretions like pus or any type of a diseased product like sputum or any type of secretions from diseased organs. So these are all classified under nosots. Whereas sarcoid is a healthy secretions and healthy parts of the body, and nosot is the diseased one, diseased secretions, diseased excretions, and diseased parts of the body. Now let us see another unique source of homeopathic drug is Importable. Importable also is originated from the word imponderable, that means not weighable, not weighable. And this is a unique source of homeopathic drug which was introduced by Dr. Samuel Hahnemann himself. And imponderable means the immaterial dynamic energies that are used as potentized homeopathic medicines. So the information on imponderable are given in Aforsum 286 in 6th edition of Organon by Dr. Samuel Hahnemann, and he could prepare the medicine from the natural sources, energy sources. And you all know sun is a very important source of energy. Moon is also a source of energy. Then the static electricity, the thunder, the magnet, these are all one or other form of energy where we can prepare the drugs, homeopathic drugs, which can, these energies can be trapped into the non-medicinal substances, and it can be converted into the powerful homeopathic drugs. That was a concept of Hahnemann while he introduced the imponderable sources into homeopathy. Now, another source is tautopathy or synthetic sources. So, in these sources, the compounds synthesized that have found a place in allopathy or modern medicine that are potentized, proved on healthy provers and administered on similar principle. So one thing to understand is it is not to use the conventional medicine or modern medicine as homeopathic drug, but this tautopathic source is indicated when there is a adverse drug reactions of such drugs in modern medicines. To nullify the effect of the adverse drug reactions of such drugs, we can prepare a medicine from the same drug, and it should be potentized, it should be diluted, it should be dynamized, and it should be administered on the basis of similar principle. So the law of similar is applicable in these tautopathic sources. And very important, these are not used in the form as a modern medicine. That is very, very important. And another sources of homeopathic drugs are allersorts and isots. Here, allersorts means homeopathic attenuation of antigens. So these antigens are, as you know, it can induce allergic reactions like or antigen antibody reactions. That is a substance which stimulate the formation of antibodies. So the examples I can say is the pollen grains, then the itchmate, or any substances which can cause allergy, animal dandruff. All these things can induce the allergic reactions. And suppose if a particular substance induces any type of allergic complaints, allergic diseases, such allergens or such antigens can be diluted, potentized or dynamized, and can be given to alleviate or to uh, nullify the effect of allergy. So that is a concept of introducing allersorts in homeopathy. Now another source is isots. Isots are prepared from plant, animal or chemical substances including drug excipients or binders which have been ingested or otherwise absorbed by the body and are believed to have produced the disease or disorder which interferes with homeostasis. This is also known as detoxins. So what is isots then? Isots are non-pharmacological substances which is added to increase the bulk of the drug in conventional medicines. For example, in a tablet, it is not that it only contains medicine, it also contains certain other non-pharmacological substances like magnesium stearate, starch, etc. to increase the bulk of the tablet or to make the preparation of tablet very easily. So such substances, such non-pharmacological substances which are added to increase the bulk of the dosage form, sometimes these excipients or binders can produce some or other means of diseases or symptoms. In that cases, we can prepare medicine from such excipients or non-pharmacological substances which are taken from plant, animal or chemical substances or chemical origin. And if you prepare the medicine from such excipients or binders, then it is called as isots. And this is a end of introduction to the sources, the origin and sources of homeopathic drugs. Now in next class, we'll discuss more about vegetable kingdom.